Hello chess fans, we're back with another rapid chess video and we're against Cheyenne Iran. So okay, he has Iran in his name and he's from Iran. So he goes for e4. Let's go for e6. We're going to go play the French defense. And something that I've recently been looking at, and I think it's a very good option. I honestly think that it's quite difficult to play for black, but that makes it a good weapon for learning how to play against the attack, which is something that I think that every player should try to improve on. Okay, we see knight d2. Now, 99% of the time here, I would play this move e5, and that has been seen in a lot of other videos, but do I want to play it? This is where I have to make a decision. Okay, I have to play it. Come on, I have to play this move. Like, this is the move that I preach on my channel, so yeah, we'll try out e5 again. This is a very, very tricky move. Okay, we're going to see. D takes e4, so now knight takes e4 is what's considered most popular. Queen e2 is also a move. Bishop e5 is the best move. I'm pretty sure. I think, yeah, bishop e5 is the best move. I seriously doubt that will be played. Yeah, my opponent has a lot of games in rapid, so if bishop b5 is played, I would be absolutely shocked. But yeah, knight takes e4 is almost assuredly what's going to be played. I'm honestly not even sure what to do on queen e2. I remember it's not the best move, but yeah, okay, he goes for queen e2. I think the line goes knight d7, queen e7, knight f3. What does it go? Or is there another move here? Or is it bishop f5? Yeah, here I'm already having to go into the think tank. Queen e2 is not a move I remember what to do against. Knight c6, queen takes e4. Maybe knight g7, but then like f4. Could go like bishop f5, queen a4, then queen d4, threatening the pawn on f4. Knight c6, queen takes e4, knight e7, threatening bishop f5. That's the big idea. What if he goes like knight f3, bishop f5, queen a4? Okay, interesting. What about queen d5, queen e4, takes. Then he just has gotten a superior position compared to the last variation. Bishop f5 is also possible. Knight d4, knight c6, knight g3, bishop. Oh no, then I have knight d4, yeah. So I think it's bishop f5 and then knight c6. Let's go bishop f5. Oh, but I gave him here. Oops. I forgot about that. I gave him queen b5. Knight d7, queen takes b7. Maybe I didn't. Knight e5. No, I don't have that. Okay, yeah, maybe I should have booked up a little bit before this. Queen e2 is a move I am unfamiliar with. But okay, we'll see what he does. Knight takes e4 is possible. Knight c6 would be my response. Honestly, here, knight c6 could still be my response. No, it really can't. I could also go like queen d7, queen c6. No, because then he has bishop b5. That would blunder the queen. So knight d7 is going to be my response. Queen takes b7. Bishop c5 probably. I mean, I have a lot of development, so I don't think I can really be too much worse. Probably bishop b5 or something. Bishop b5 here. Yeah, there's no way I'm that much worse. Okay, but knight e4 here. Now I'm threatening knight d4. But then he has like queen d3. Knight d4. Okay, he goes for that. Could go knight b4. Could go queen d5 as well. Queen d5 looks natural. No, but queen d5, there's knight c3. Queen d5, knight c3, bishop b4, bishop d2. Queen a5, a3 though. He is pinned. Could also go knight d4. Knight e7 is also a possibility. I don't know. Queen d5 looks most natural. I think I'm just going to go for queen d5. I expect knight c3. I have to go bishop b4. Like, it's pretty much an only move. And then bishop d2 is a must. Yeah, as expected. Could go with like takes here. He can go e6 though. He'll go queen e3 or something. Could also go queen a5. Queen a5, queen a3. I don't know. Could also go like queen e6. I don't know. Queen a5 to prevent a3 because he can't take. Okay, queen a5, a3. Let's say I take on c2. He goes rook c1. Yeah, that's impossible then. Okay, I'm definitely in a worse position here, which is unfortunate. But, okay, life goes on, I guess. Have to try our best. Could go queen e6. a3 here. Okay, let's go queen e3. I mean, sorry, queen e6. I think that's best. Don't want to go queen a5 like here. Rook c1 is option. Here, a3. What if I just castle queenside? Then he's going to castle queenside. But then I can take. There's all sorts of nasty discoveries. Take here. Then I have check. And at least there I should probably be equal, but... Oh, so difficult. Here, he could also go queen b5. Yeah, queen b5 actually is terrible for me. Okay, let's go queen e6. Okay, let's go back. Is he going to castle queenside? He might. It's probably not a bad move. It's probably quite a reasonable move. This is hanging, so presumably he does have to deal with that. But okay, opening mishap. Probably I'm slightly worse, but okay, I have some activity. Like his queen is blocking his bishop. His bishop is kind of weirdly placed. If I win the pawn back, I'll be probably slightly better. But that's the thing. I don't know if I'm guaranteed to win the pawn back here. If he goes knight g5 ever, I probably have here. Knight e4. I could always castle queenside. Ooh, interesting. I probably would not have played that move myself, but okay. It's definitely an option because now I also have bishop d4 ideas. Yeah, I really don't like b4. I think that's a bad move. Probably should have continued with like either castle queenside or something of this sort. Now knight d4 just looks pretty good. I don't really see a response to knight d4. Takes. Queen d2 or whatever, and then I just take on e5. Castles, then I take here, and I don't know, I'm better. Knight d4. Is there any other move I want to consider? I could also just castle queenside, like... Yeah, actually, maybe I just castle queenside. Like, what does he even do? Because only thing I'm worried about is here... Queen d2. Like, here takes, queen d2. Takes here, castles queenside. Yeah, maybe I just castle queenside. Like, maybe activity is what's key here. Don't let him get very active. Knight e4 maybe. But this is just so obvious. I need to go a little bit quicker too here. Queen d2. Takes on e4. Takes. Or he's probably just going to castle, actually. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to castle queenside. Queen c4. I even have takes here, though. Queen c4, I have knight d4 again. Yeah, I have knight d4 again, too. Yeah, I'm actually going to castle queenside. I know this is a very weird take, because knight d4 is screaming to be played, but I actually think I have better. It's possible this is a very bad move. Like, it's possible I really overthought this, because almost assuredly knight d4 was a decent move there. Like, 100% knight d4 was takes. I'm attacking the knight. Oh, but he has knight b5. So actually, it's a good thing I did consider that. Okay, maybe his idea was knight b5. It's very good. I think I got slightly lucky there by playing this move then. He had takes, knight b5. Which, if I took the rook, then he would win my queen. So, okay. Good that I actually played, I think, the correct move there. Don't allow him to castle. Don't make things so easy for him. I also have bishop g4 ideas followed by knight d4. Yeah, I'm really liking my position now. Here, I have knight d4. Oh, but then he can castle queenside. Rook d1. Okay, let's just go knight e7, I guess. Just continue developing. Yep, knight e7. Position is looking very, very good for me now, I would say. I would say it's progressively looking better and better. One thing to note here is that I'm really, really low on time, so I honestly don't mind playing down a pawn too much. That's another thing. I think a lot of players here would just feel uncomfortable being down a pawn, but okay, I have a lot of activity here. Now I have much more active pieces too. Okay, knight g5. Let's go queen g6. Threatening the pawn here. Knight e4 could be played, but then there's knight d4. I think knight g5 is a bad move. Here, just here, right? And then it's just, you have no way to defend this. Oh, he wants to trap my queen. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, if I go h6, there's h5. That's very interesting. But, I mean, I can just go f6, right? h5, queen, e8. But he has some idea there. Maybe reasonable. Let's go h5 then. Now I'm threatening to take this. There's pretty much no way to defend. There's knight e4, but knight d4 should be cleaning up nicely there. Okay, he goes the other knight to e4. Let's go f6. That just wins a piece, does it not? It's possible knight d4 there was better. But okay. Don't really think too hard when I win a piece. We'll see what he does here. Now we're threatening some sort of nasties. Yeah, I definitely got lucky there by playing castles queenside. I didn't even fully calculate, didn't even see knight b5. But okay. I guess sometimes that's why, you know, higher rated players sometimes just get lucky by their intuition. That's just something that you develop. Once your intuition becomes better and better, then you end up getting lucky more often, which is why I sometimes say that luck is a skill, because you have to put yourself in the position to get lucky. Even if you didn't calculate something, your intuition or something just told you that going knight d4 was the wrong move. Like, I was just thinking, like, I don't want to just win back my pawn. I think I have more pressure in this position. So definitely from the opening, I was severely messed up for sure. If the engine says that I didn't mess up, I would be honestly shocked. But yeah, now he's losing a piece. I think it's just game over. Like, I think he's losing more than just a piece here. F3. Yeah, I'm not even sure what I would recommend. I'm gonna flip the board. What would you even play here as white? It's such a bad position. Look at all my pieces, fully developed. Rook is beautiful, all just for a pawn. That really just shows you the power of this gambit in the French. Like, it's just so, it's so good. Like, you just sacrifice a pawn and all your pieces are active. You sometimes even trade queens, like as we saw, if he went for knight takes c4, we'd have just traded queens and we would have gone into a position where seemingly he has a knight developed and I have no development. But just this type of position where black can castle quicker than white is just so devastating. Okay, he goes there. Knight d4, attacking the queen. Wonder what he'll do here. Queen c4, then I'll take here probably. I didn't want to take here because then he has here ideas. Or actually now I can just take here. Because knight d6. Yeah, knight d6 I can just take with the rook. This is defended. Almost thought I blundered mate there, but the bishop nicely defends here. We'll see what he does here. Okay, knight. Okay, now I win the queen right here, and then I win the queen as well. And check. I expect resignation here. He might not resign. It's possible. Okay, he does resign. So I think a well-played game. So again, we win in 22 moves with this line in the French. Like, okay, granted here I do outright my opponent by a lot, but okay, this is still a strong player, so nothing to scoff at. Okay, so let's see, what is the best move here? Okay, so this has been played once. So if we're looking at this line, at this point it's been played 5 times. So it used to only be played 4 times, but it has one more additional game by Dominic Petrick over here. So yeah, so the main line pretty much is always what you get online is you'll get knight takes e4. This has never been played in the Masters database, but this is definitely the most common move online at least. And here you play queen takes d1 takes here, and I have another video on my channel in this position where I beat a 2000 in like 8 moves. Not 8 moves, like 8 moves from this position. Like I was just completely winning. And yeah, so it's a very, very deadly line. Black gets a lot of initiative. Like sample line can continue like, I don't know, something like they continue with natural moves, or they continue with natural moves like king e1, then immediately they already lose after knight b4. So there's just a lot of ways to win quickly here. But okay, let's see what happened in the game. So bishop f5 is a move. So the best move here is knight here. I was worried about here. Okay, so it just transposes actually. Okay, now knight c6. But I guess I didn't allow knight here. This is definitely playable. Knight g7. Wow. So yeah, I just have to be willing to just give up a pawn this whole time. And then bishop d7. What? And now I'm threatening to trap the queen or something. Yeah, down 2 pawns, but compensation is still prevalent. So that just shows you this gambit is underrated. But okay, I missed that. Queen d5 only move here. Bishop b4 only move. Okay, so I'm really just playing only moves here. So I was finding the best options. Okay, now queen e6 is a mistake. I should go takes. Castles. You just have compensation. Rook d1. Okay, wow. Queen takes a2. Okay. Difficult to spot here. And then bishop d7. And now rook d1. Again, queen takes a2. Okay. Queen e3. Knight f6. Wow. Interesting. But it's not even the best move. You should go f6. Bishop e2. And then he should give back the pawn. Because if he takes, I get too much play. Wow. Okay, so very interesting. Queen e2 is definitely the best line, but okay, Instead of that, I went queen e6, which is, okay, a bad move. Knight b5. Yeah, makes some sense, right? I didn't really fully see this in the game. But instead he played a3. Now there's no knight b5 because I'm defended. Now b4. Okay, I thought b4 was a bad move. Here, I thought he should have castled queenside. Okay, yeah, that's the best move. And it's unclear here for black. Very unclear. But okay, b4 was played. Engine doesn't hate it, but I personally think it was a mistake. Then bishop f4. Already, this is another bad move. He should probably castle queenside, but then b4 doesn't really make a lot of sense. Rook d1. Yeah, very... Wow, knight d4 is a blunder, yeah. Because of knight b5, yeah. Which, sort of just got lucky. I can't see... I saw the move after. I also calculated that queen d2 castles I didn't think was that bad for him after knight e7. I didn't really get to this point. I just thought this position was not so bad for him. But yeah, I guess a little bit lucky there that I ended up going for castles queenside, which is the best move. He went rook d1, knight g7. Don't trade, because then his knight gets to a better square. His knight is misplaced right now, so no need to trade. Knight g7 here. And then he took, and now it's basically like I got a free move, because knight d1 would have been a good move for him. And then knight g5, like, yeah, it's very difficult to spot moves here. I think after... I don't even know what I was expecting here. Yeah, queen c4 looks natural. This is sort of what I was thinking about. Bishop e2, and then... Yeah, position just looks really good for black. I have too much development here. Looks kind of bad for white, but okay, knight g5 is just... I'm clearly winning. Okay, here I blundered, apparently. I'm supposed to go knight d4. I don't really see a need to do this, though. Whoo, that is nice. That is really nice. That's really nice. Wow. Okay, I forgot that we were freeing up a square on c6, but yeah, should have played that. I guess I could have also gone for this too. Knight f3 and then knight d4. I mean, it's still completely winning, but okay. Now he blundered a piece, and then yeah, then there's the goes the queen. So yeah, I think a nice game using this e5 variation of French. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.